Hello, hello.
Spencer,
How's everything?
what's going on, man?
I can't complain. Got the kids running around. Got them locked outside the door right now. So if you hear them,
Okay,
my apologies.
all right, no problem. It won't be too long. All right, my name is Joe. I'm one of the co-founders of the Hollywood Suburban Film Festival, and I'll be serving as the host for this year's event, and I'll be conducting this interview with you. So I want to say thank you for joining us.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you guys for having me. Thank you guys for accepting shortcuts.
Okay, let's get started. You're from South Central LA. Um,
Yes.
you accepted a football scholarship to the University of Oregon. You lost a heartbreaker in the national championship game. Um, you went as an undrafted free agent to the New York Football Giants, and you was able to kind of redeem yourself when you won your Super Bowl. Uh, then you played for the Miami Dolphins and Carolina Panthers. And
Yes.
after 7 years, why did you decide to start creating content and get into the movie making business?
Yeah, I mean, it actually started about, I want to say my third or fourth year in the NFL. Even dating back to my first off day in the NFL, I went to the movies and saw, I think, three movies that day. And it was the first time I realized that I wasn't really thinking about how sore my body was hitting these, big linemen.
Yeah.
So I just kept that up every off day for 7 years. I would see a new movie. Now, third or fourth year in, I started calling out what was happening in the films before it was happening. My now wife then girlfriend got mad at me every time we would see a movie because I would be doing that. So I just thought like maybe I can start writing my own stuff. If I'm calling out what's happening before it's happening, like maybe I'm starting to understand the structure of story. So for about 2 or 3 years after that, I mean, it was just a hobby of mine to take my mind and body away from the rigors that came with football to the point where a story of, loosely based on my life caught the attention of some Hollywood producers to the point where I ended up retiring to pursue a career in TV and film.
Okay. So for the people that don't know what that story is, it's CW's All American,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Okay. So I assume that you, like you say, it's loosely based on your life. I guess you just, sort of had some ideas, had some people connected. You just started pitching the idea around, and it got picked up. And I think it's on Netflix right now as well.
Yeah, yeah. So our first two seasons on Netflix. We actually just started filming season three this past Monday. So we're full head of steam on that season. But yeah, it's on CW. We'll be premiering in January, and hopefully we get renewed for a fourth season. But it's been a blessing.
Okay, yeah, I receive emails from time to time about the progress of the show. All right, let's talk about shortcuts. What was your responsibilities on shortcuts? How many hats did you have to wear in creating the short film?
Man, I think too many to count. Whether it was dealing with crafty with the food or how the haircut was lining up to wardrobe. I felt like just being a first time director, I wanted to put myself through that. I wanted to see if I can handle such a big task of bringing something to life. And obviously, being on the set of All American has helped sort of help me understand a little bit of what goes into it, but don't know what's coming down the pipeline until you're actually in it. So I mean, director, writer, I would say producer, but I feel like that's all encompassing. But anything down to moving barber chairs to the left or right or whatnot, anything to get the job done.
Yeah, I consider it to be sort of like a comedy with drama, sort of a little suspense, going towards the end. What process did you go through when you was writing these characters?
Yeah, I mean, I wanted to first and foremost, I wanted to bring in a lot of people from my neighborhood into this. So I relied on a lot of the personalities that I grew up with, and even the multitude of barbers that I've experienced in my hair journey.
Mm,
But yeah, the process was I wanted to really focus on the relationships that each barber that we experience in the Black community, whether it's the white barber that's technically like the friend zone, or
right,
the
right.
the older barber that's sort of like the girl next door that you should have never left,
Boom.
whether or the talkative barber that like doesn't let you get a word in.
Right.
So just really looking at how barbers kind of connect to significant relationships that we have with our individual others.
Right, right. I mean, it was very interesting how it all unfolded in the journey of the lead character as the story unfold. Now you co-directed this with Dan. Was it Mork?
Dane Mork, yes, he's my producing partner, and he's actually the one bringing it back to All American. He's the one that helped me get the idea of All American into CW, into Warner Brothers. So we've been producing a lot of stuff, just me and him under our veil of Moore Street Productions.
Okay, okay. Did you guys go with a casting director? You guys had some personal relationship with some of the cast because Demetrius Shipp Jr., who played the character in the Tupac biopic, he's in it. Lance Gross, who's in Tyler Perry's House of Pain,
Mm-hmm.
he's in it. Did you guys pick those people on your own? Y'all went through a casting director. What was that process like?
No, honestly, it was all just friendships. I've known Lance for about 2 or 3 years because our wives are good friends, and Demetrius through my relationship with the show. But every other character outside of Miles, who played the older barber, every other character was either family or a friend.
Okay, okay. Well, what else do you have going on right now? Are you writing anything else? I know you say you're the producer on All American right now, and y'all in the process of shooting season 3. What else do you have going on? Any more scripts or any more ideas that you might be pitching to any of the networks?
Yeah, I'm currently writing 2 pilots right now, both with male leads attached. I like telling stories, obviously like significant to my perspective. So writing 2 pilots right now that have garnered some interest. I do have a feature that I've been shopping around, which actually allowed me to land a job with Imagine Entertainment, writing a film for them in sort of the YA space.
Mhm.
So yeah, just trying to grow beyond All American. All American's been great, but I want to establish myself as a writer, producer, and potential director in this industry. So just kind of have my hands in a few different pots here, and then just sort of creating what I can.
Okay. All right. Well, how can people follow your work? Like social media to let people know what you have going on and kind of following the process.
Yeah, so on Twitter and Instagram, the name is the same. It's Paysinger without the vowel, so PYSNGR. And if you want to follow my production company's Instagram page, it's Welcome to Moore Street. And that's where you'll be able to find me.
Okay, man. Spencer, man, we really appreciate you joining us for this interview, man. I mean, we wish you much success with All American and all of your future endeavors, man. I really appreciate this.
Thank you. Thank you. You guys are one of the first film festivals to accept us. So it's
Yeah.
been a pleasure.
Okay, man. Thanks, and take care.
Absolutely. You too.
All right.